Okay, I succeeded in getting it out without dropping it one-handed, which is good. You'll notice this, it's quite a big unit, right? It's got quadrant of lights. You've got a start button on the top. You've got a little laser LED on. Cable comes out here, and what plugs in is you have a power cable and a USB data connection to your PC. This is not networked hardware. It is run off of a USB driver. The power supply that is provided has also that mating coupling here, so you're gonna match up the pins, screw them together, power it up. I would not put the plug in the computer until you have downloaded the software and installed it. So when you download it, you'll get a zip file. Right click that zip file to extract it, add to some other location. And at ID Integration, we try to actually provide people an SD card or something that they can have that extracted file ready to go, in case you have some limits in your company that don't allow it to be, make a connection to the outside world. So look in your box for that as well. Otherwise, right click the extracted executable, say run as administrator, and it's relatively small compared to the normal Cognex setup software, which is well over a gigabyte. The TruCheck software, which supports Webscan products, is embedded in the Cognex software for verifiers, but we're able to use just the TruCheck software here. So just follow the defaults and it should be relatively painless, and hit next. And by installing the software first, we should have a driver be installed that will allow Windows to recognize when you plug the USB cable into the PC. So now that we have that set, let's just see if it is truly there. I'm going to check again. Should be under TruCheck or Webscan, one of the two. I don't see it. Oh, did I get a message there? Let me pause for a second and see if I got a message that needed a .NET update. Okay, what I found is, yes, it actually did install properly, but it doesn't, this is older software, meant for, older PCs. And it doesn't seem to have its own place under the Windows apps listing. So when you come up here, when you try to run an application, let's just start from scratch here. If I hit the start button, it'll come up. I'll hit all, and I'm not seeing it under even the Cognex button. I wasn't seeing any listing for Webscan, and I wasn't seeing it under T for TruCheck. Maybe I missed it. Yeah, don't see it there, and I don't see it. There it is, Webscan. There you go. There it is right there. And just for easy access, I usually right-click and say pin to start or pin to the taskbar. Then it's down here, ready to go each time, okay? And when you start it, this is the interface that you'll see, and it says, hey, I don't have a thing connected here, but this is the page you're going to see. So we'll now go ahead and cable it up and power it up and go through the calibration. Okay, so now we've connected. It didn't even look like it was on right until I started the software. When I started the software, it said immediately, hey, you got to calibrate. So I got my calibration card out of my little pack, and I put it underneath here. You'll see it's right there. And there's a little laser light that shows you the center, so that's kind of nice. But if I look here, I've got this item needs to be redefined. It's a little red box you have to draw around the barcode of interest, right? So let's just see if I if I just did verify code, it's going to come back and say, hey, it's not right. Please turn the adjustment wheel until the indicator. Oh, you see this? If you get really close, you'll see that there is a dot and a circle, and they're not in focus. So it's not letting me even verify the thing. So I'm going to pause again, and we will see if I can put the wheel on and raise the unit. Okay, I just actually used my fingers and just kind of manually did that because I didn't want to remove that. But you'll see, if you look really close, you'll see that the dot goes either in or outside that circle when I try to raise this. There you go. And now that I've got my circle inside or the dot inside the circle and my square drawn around it, I'm just going to go ahead and hit verify code, and it should come back and say, hey, you at least got a code. Okay. So we're in focus, and I'm going to go ahead. You can see the data here is just for the calibration, so it's not a UID calibration. I'm going to start now a different video kind of going through the TruCheck software, and I might actually run that. Well, we'll see. Well, I might run it off my phone here as well. Anyway, we have the hardware set up. Software is installed, and driver recognized it when I pulled it in. When I started up the software, it recognized that there was a connection made via USB, and all the lights at that point started to come on. So we'll go to the next video.